Hello, Trey. Was it a little easier getting here today?
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit. I like your pants. Is that your favorite sports team?
Yeah,
Okay. So, what brings you here today? How can I help you?
anxiety brought me
Okay. You brought up anxiety last time, so do you believe this is the main concern or main issue you've been having?
here. Yes,
Okay, so you've been feeling anxious. What situations are making you anxious?
being away from home.
Being away from home. So when you're at home, you're not anxious at all. So is it certain places that make you feel anxious or anywhere that's not home?
Anywhere that's not home makes me feel anxious.
Okay, so you're feeling anxious anywhere that's not home. Um, what do you think is triggering this anxiety, or what is at home that's not at school?
My peace and quiet.
Your peace and quiet. Okay, so are other people triggering you?
Yes,
Um, is it specifically when you're in the classroom or the lunchroom?
everything.
Everything. So is it like a lot of people and a lot of noises, and are the loud noises upsetting to you as well?
Yeah, it's way too loud.
Okay. So at home, who's at home with you?
My mom, my sister, my brother.
Your mom, your sister, and your brother. Okay. So um, when you're at home, is it's not loud there?
Sometimes, but not too loud.
Okay. Is it loud like when you're in the living room or in your room or
It's only loud in the living room.
okay, so you kind of have like your room to escape to if it gets too loud. It makes you anxious. Okay. Um so when you're feeling anxious, what thoughts are going through your mind?
Everything is going through my mind.
Everything. So can you give me an example of a couple of thoughts while you're feeling this way? Do you start to panic? Do you black out all your thoughts? Do
You
you
normally block out my thoughts and get frustrated.
get frustrated? And then what do you normally do when you're feeling this way?
Well, if I'm at home, I just go in my room. But I'm at school, I can't do anything about it.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you came to talk to me about this. There's some things we can do for you for feeling anxious, okay? Have you been to any other doctors and got any diagnosis or seen anybody else about this anxiety?
I have not.
Okay. Well, that might be the first step. Maybe I'll reach out to mom and we can discuss some steps for a diagnosis. But right now, what are some ways we could help you at school? Is there any thoughts that come to mind? It's okay if not. I can think of a few things for you.
No.
Okay. So, my thought is since loud classrooms or areas make you anxious and trigger you, we could find a way to maybe get you a hot pass. The hot pass you could use to come to guidance. You could talk to me or just take a second in the waiting room to be away from everybody. Give you a second to be away from the loud noises and calm down. If it's too loud for the whole class period, maybe you could even take some class periods to work on stuff in our office. Also, maybe communicating this with your teacher so maybe they'll let you work on stuff outside of the classroom, maybe in the hallway, or take quick breaks so that you're not so triggered. Does that sound like a good route? Okay. My biggest thing is if you are feeling this anxious, that I do think we should refer you to some services so that we could give you a diagnosis. So they could give you a diagnosis, and we could use this to get you a 504. Are you aware of what that is?
No, what is a 504?
A 504 is a plan we can get you at school that'll allow us to give you more accommodations like this hot pass or other things that teachers will have to allow to help you with your anxiety. So, does that sound like a good plan?
Maybe.
Okay. Well, I'll reach out to mom and we can set up a meeting and we can look further into this, okay? But for now, when you're feeling this way, come down to guidance and we'll figure it out together, okay? All right.